Hey guys, Shaw Phillips to the brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shop there today. Taking to go out, chase things, go out, chase things on sale. Today though, new release-wise, it's kind of one of those sort of smaller release weeks where it's not a lot of things coming out. There's a couple like smaller catalog titles, but I don't think there's a lot that's going to get changed out in stores. There should be some things next Tuesday, but this is like kind of one of those Tuesdays where there's not really anything. But we will see if anything was changed out, if there's anything kind of different Steelbook-wise. There also has been some stuff kind of not changed out in some of the stores, so we'll see too kind of what else was changed out. I also want to say, like I've been saying for the last number of weeks, thank you again, guys, all of you who have been checking out Desert Fiends and been especially liking it on Tubi. That's been such a huge help, because basically the way Tubi works is it's all kind of with recommendations, and when people check out the link and especially like the film on there, it helps it to get spread around. So I really appreciate you guys who have been checking it out, liking it on there. It's been a huge help for, helping the movie spread around. And that's ultimately the goal, is as many people as possible, getting to see it. But also, though, at the end of this video is going to be a bunch of, brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. So definitely stay tuned for those as well. But anyway, though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into the first Target we go. And I know a lot of the stores now have pretty much all the Halloween stuff out. I know throughout the season too, leading up to Halloween, they kind of put out more things and are always kind of adding stuff. But yeah, they have a lot of, in the $1, $5, and $3 spot, have a lot of different Halloween things. These funny little small like ceramic pumpkins, these ones down here. But yeah, they've continuously been adding a bunch of new stuff. These, spooky Halloween sponges and stuff like that as well. These little creature things. Oh yeah, I saw this thing. One location I saw one of this one. I was like, I thought I saw one of this one having a brain coming out, and no, it was this one. This is the little monster. Its brain was coming out. I mixed it up and thought that was the one. But yeah, I don't think this weird little one is at all the locations. And then this little bat one. Yeah, I'm looking right now too, guys. There's supposed to be a bunch of new Ben Coopers that came out. I don't know if they have the whole line out, but I've seen at least people find 3 of them, of like the Art the Clown and the Jigsaw one. I think there's like a Leatherface one, a couple other ones too that have just come out. And there's also the new Toony Terrors line that's out that has Art the Clown, the Happy Death Day Killer. So that's another one that I don't think people have been finding that yet, but I know they've been finding the new Ben Cooper one. So that's one of the ones I'm looking for now. Those ones can be harder to find though, and like I was mentioning, they usually, the way they release, they have like not the whole line at the same time. It's usually like 2 or 3 at a time, and then you find the other 2 much later. But they do have these in here now. This Island Earth, this is one of the new ones that had just come out from NECA, and this is also the new one here, the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 Freddy. This is a really cool one that comes with a little model house as well. I like them when they're like this too, because this kind of way you can hang them up on the wall a lot better too, because this way they're not open. So it's like this way works really well if you want to put them up on the wall and stuff. Oh, but I did see these things, guys. I just looked down here low and I saw these, and these are really cool. These are these like little diorama things that you can put up that have for Sonic, and they have the one here for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. They have the one down here for Sonic the Hedgehog Part 2. I'll probably get that one. That was the one I used to always remember really liking. And then they have a Street Fighter one, and it's like I said, these little diorama things. Very cool. I saw someone finding these at Targets. I mean, not Targets, at a Walmart. So pretty cool to come across. Also, too, I don't see that yet, but I know it released as well the NECA Terrifier figure. So there's going to be one like this style Terrifier figure. So I know that's supposed to be coming out as well too. Into the first Walmart we go. But yeah, they pretty much have most of the stuff now out when it comes to the Halloween thing. So it's like a lot of the candy, and then doesn't look like, from what I can tell, I think I saw something about there being some Squishmallows, but like I don't know if they're gonna be at all the Walmarts, because I remember for like some of the last couple seasons, not all the Walmarts carry them. It's only like select few, because I don't think they're not selling as much. I did see somebody too finding, and I don't know if it was like a fake video, but someone was finding like a black phone mask. What's funny is I've looked in this section, I have not seen any of them at all. So I don't know if there's only like one of them, or someone just put it in the store and it's like, oh no, you can buy the black phone mask in here. And they have these again, these giant Peeps. They seem to be doing these now every year, these huge, like different, costume character Peeps. And then here's the costumes down here. And then some more of the Minecraft stuff. So yeah, pretty much all the stuff now is out in this area. Yeah, in here, all of a sudden it got like real silent. I'm sure the music is about to come back on. But it's really funny though, guys, like I was mentioning though, last week, you know, this toy setup, I've been to so many different Walmarts and I've only seen this setup at this particular one. It's so weird. It's almost like a test thing because they have to like do these little display type things. And I don't think that many of the locations have done them. So like I was saying, this is like the only one. And some of the toy items that are in that display though, I've only, you know, seen at you know, the ones that actually have this display set. You can look over here in the movies and see if anything has changed out whatsoever. Oh, somebody's dragging. There's so much dragging in here. See these big things that are going to drag by? It's like the bane of my existence in Walmart is like these big carts. They're always like, here they go. See, there it goes. And they're always like running with them and everything. So it's always something you have to deal with. But taking a look over here, though, in the front, doesn't look like anything changed out. All the stuff from last week, Lilo and Stitch, The King of Kings, Karate Kid Legends. But there wasn't really anything else that changed out, though, last week in this section. You know, usually when they change out the front, they put out a couple things in this area. Didn't look like anything whatsoever. They did put out the horror section here, though. I've seen a couple Walmarts, though, that have a slightly larger horror section. They have a few more movies and some of the pictures and stuff like that. But let's see. I feel like at some point, I'm always saying this is going to change out because it's been the same items for a long time. And generally, it switches out, you know, every 2 months or so. And checking back here, too, we always have to make sure there's nothing different. But no, pretty much been the same figures back here for a while now. But yeah, taking a look, anything different? Haven't seen, though, any of the other movie maniacs. Like there was a new It one, Pennywise, that came out. I haven't seen that one, though, in any of the stores. And here's one of the Addams Family. This is from the original series, not the Wednesday one. Oh yeah, let's see. Was there anything over here? Let's just check, too, for the Steelbooks. Yeah, Twisters double feature was last Tuesday. And they put, like, randomly the Munsters. I think that's in the wrong spot. I think that's supposed to be in the horror other side. But it doesn't look like I said anything changed out today. Yeah, I'm inside of a GameStop in the one mall, like a random mall. And they have a couple, like, different other figures in here. I was trying to see if they had any Simpsons to show you guys. They have this one, the Batman Orange. I actually found this one a little while back. But that's one of those ones that's kind of harder to find. But there's a bunch of like random different ones. Like this one I've never seen before, this Flash one. This like Batman Flash. I think this is from a little while back, but definitely not seen that. But yeah, I found a couple days ago like the Kerbopple and the Troy McClure Simpsons figure, but I'll see if they have any of them in here to show you guys. But they definitely have some different stuff in here, like this X-Men thing in here. Like I never saw that. What is this one? Like a Deadpool thing in here. But yeah, a handful of like different ones in this location. But yeah, this mall though, you can tell they're like redoing something in it, so it's all torn up and like I think they're putting like a whole new section in here and stuff. But man, look at it, it's like so messed up in here now though. Yeah, but like you can see like down there, it's like they've dug into it. I think that's like the garages down there, but man, it is really squiggled up in here now though. But yeah, that GameStop in here, though, had some different stuff in here, though, compared to some of the other ones. But I didn't see anything Simpsons-wise, though. But I did find, over the weekends, the new line of, like, Kerbopple and Troy McClure that came out. Well, I'm now in the Target that's in the mall there. So we'll see if this one has anything different. Like I said, the main thing I'm looking for is the Ben Cooper figures in here. You know, the costume character figures for, like, Saw, Terrifier, and a handful of other ones that released. But like I said, I've only seen people finding about 3 of them so far, so I don't think they've all released, but I've seen about 3, so, you know, from people's photos. So we'll see what they have in here, though, but we shall see. They have the Sabrina Carpenter album. I know that one, you know, just released, I think, like on Friday and everything, too. But let's see back here. I don't think I've been to this particular location that often. This one, though, you can kind of see it's like a little bit more like kind of sparse and kind of picked over. But it has, you know, I see like the Return of the Living Dead barrels here, these ones, and I've actually found some of those already, so I feel like I found like the good ones of those so far, and I don't like to get too many of those random ones. I know there's supposed to be these random Chucky blind box ones, so I at least want to get one of them if I can see down there for those Ben Cooper ones. You can see it's the old ones still there. And that's really cool too. They have the, you know, the Kid Robot, Clokey, you know, clock from Pee-wee, so that's pretty cool too. Well guys, I actually looked closer and I realized, wait a minute, I need to look closer because I almost missed it. They had one of the Billies in here, Billy the Saw Puppet. I actually had ordered a while back the Terrifier one from some weirder website because I wanted to just make sure for certain that I got that one. But that seems to be the only one that they have is the Billy Saw one. But definitely going to get, you know, this one. But there's like, it doesn't show all of them, but there's I think like 5 in total that have come out. And they have this Island Earth one in here. And there's the Conky one from Pee-wee. They have a bunch of the different Kid Robot ones. It's hung up better in here so you can see this stuff better. But we'll definitely look at 1 or 2, you know, other targets in this area too to see if they have any of the other ones though. But glad to find one of them though. I'm glad I looked closer though, because if I almost missed this one. It was just kind of mixed in there. Into the next target we go. But yeah, over here though, guys, I found the back area. It was hard to find this area. It wasn't right in the normal area. It wasn't by the where the music and everything was. It was kind of like way further down from it. But in here though, when it comes to like the Ben Cooper ones, I don't see any of the new line. I see the older one, like the Jaws one. That was in the last line. Godzilla, Planet of the Apes. I keep touching that gizmo and stirring that gizmo up. But no, it doesn't look like anything different over here from what I can tell though. Into the next Walmart we go. Yeah, this one though, I see like they have that standee thing out here, and it's like what they mainly put this out for the Superman movie. So they have like a bunch of the ones that are still left for Superman, and then they have like this one in here, Mirror Master and everything. But yeah, you don't see these too often where they actually have these like standee things set up for the Mcfarlane figure. Yeah, this location though is blasting music, but I went into the movies though and I didn't see anything different. It was actually really picked over. There was lots of like empty spots and stuff like that in there, so not much of anything. But yeah, this one I'm not seeing too much in it though. So I ended up finding another Five Below, and I found the little pale girl little figure in there. It's funny, last time I found the Terrifier one, and I didn't realize that there was an Art the Clown and a pale girl. So I mislooked and didn't see this one. And I've been looking at a couple different locations and wasn't able to find it. So luckily enough, this one had the little pale girl one in there. Into the next Target we go. Again, sorry, the last Walmart was like really hard to show anything. It was blasting music and everything in there. That's the one problem with some of the stores, is like some stuff really blasts the music, so it's like impossible to show anything. But we'll definitely get to at least another Walmart or two and see anything different in there. Hopefully we can show those ones a little bit better. We'll see though if this location though has anything different for the Ben Coopers though, but we shall see. But yeah, looking in here guys for the Ben Cooper, seems to be all the same older ones, you know, the Planet of the Apes, Nosferatu, which was from a while back, The Fly, Jaws. So yeah, none of the newer ones though. Into the next Walmart we go. Yeah, sometimes I occasionally have found stuff in this one. This Walmart's usually a little better for finding things, but we shall see if there's anything, different in here today. Yeah, this one has the whole Halloween section out too. This one has a little different things here, like some more of these like big boxes of things. Takis, zombie one. Like I don't think I saw some of these candies at the other one. But we'll see though. I feel like I saw something about like some Walmarts are going to have like some of the Squish stuff, but you have to really look, because they're all kind of a little different in what they get. Let's see, anything different down here? Doesn't look like it though. We'll see in the movies though if this location has anything different. I can't remember if this is the one that locks stuff up or not. That's kind of cool. They have like a big ghost face scarecrow thing in here. So that's really cool. So I guess you kind of like, I guess all the stuff is in there, and I don't know. It seems very small box, but that's kind of cool. I don't think they have anything set up showing it, but that's pretty cool. And a lot of these other like Beetlejuice blow up things. Those are pretty cool though. A whole bunch of different pumpkins. Yeah, they have all those over here too. These big ducks, like the one's got the Jason mask. So those are pretty cool. But we'll see though in the movies if this one has anything different. I can see though a lot of picked over right there. You can kind of like see from right here a ton of like empty spots. Let's see, like I said, I can't remember if this one is a locked up location or not. Over here, yeah, this one's not. So yeah, this is one, like next week will be good because you'll be able to see this stuff better. But let's see, anything different in here. I'm seeing in the horror section, so like I was saying, it's a little bit bigger than the other one. So there's a couple different things in here. Let's see, Night Gallery, they have the 1,000 Corpses. Oh, that's a pretty good, you know, for all of them together for only $12.96. So you guys don't have that. They have one here, Piggy. I think this one came out a little while back, that one. But yeah, let's see anything different down here. Now let's see down here in this area in the figures. See the Mirror Master figure, this Adam Strange, which we always see. So many Adam Strange. That's the slightly better version, but still there's so many of that figure that we see. I don't know though if Walmart's going to carry the Ben Coopers, the new ones. But yeah, let me see anything else different. Doesn't look like it though. Is this a different one, this Pennywise? I feel like I don't remember seeing this one, or at least maybe I haven't seen this one in a while though. But it's not the movie Maniacs one. That's the one I'm trying to find though for Pennywise. I saw a little stuffed animal area too that has like Tasmania. You know, Taz. That's pretty cool. Let's see down here. Anything different down here? Yeah, this one doesn't have that setup thing. Like I said, I've only really seen one location that has that big toy setup. And what's kind of weird though is a lot of those things that you see, a lot of the stores I don't think are getting them. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything different from what I can tell. Here's these things. You don't see these too often. I saw someone show these like little belt things that are like wrist things and stuff. Well, guys, I decided to go to one more Target just on the way back. And, well, they had one of the Art the Clown ones in here. So I can show you guys this one. So it seems like they had Art the Clown, and then they had the Saw, you know, Billy one. And I think the other one that I remember seeing people finding was the Texas Chainsaw one, I believe. And I think there's like two other ones in the line. But up here, you see all these are all the older ones. And then the Toonie Terrors, you know, all the older ones too, but I know the new line of those, I haven't seen people find them yet. And this Evil Dead one, I think I've seen that before, but they do have the Freddy here, which is pretty cool, this one Freddy one. And I have to make sure to be looking too for the Terrifier NECA one, because at some point that is going to be coming out as well, the you know, the detailed figure like this kind of one. Anyway though, guys, that was all for my brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these shopping videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Also though, in the comments below though, let me know what you guys picked up today, if you guys picked up anything on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K. Also, let me know if you guys saw anything in the theaters this past weekend, or if you guys watched anything on streaming. I saw a couple of different things this past week, and I saw The Roses, which is a War of the Roses kind of remake, which I really like the original film. You know, Danny DeVito directed that one, and it had like Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner, and Danny DeVito was the lawyer in it. And that was like a fun, just sort of crazy movie. The new one though, it's one of those things where the trailer definitely, you know, the trailers gave all the jokes away. It was kind of like there was not one surprise in it. And that's what sucks with some movies, is like, I remember that one movie, Ma, was a good example when the trailer showed everything. There was like literally not one surprise or one thing you didn't know about, because they kind of showed everything. The other movie that I saw, which I was really looking forward to seeing, because it had a long delay, and there was all this kind of talk too that it might not ever release. So I'm glad it finally came out, which is the Toxic Avenger, you know, big budget remake, which I'm not gonna lie, it like, all it did was make me want to watch the originals again, because like the originals to me are so fun, and I like the concept of him being a nerd working at that gym, and like the new one, I don't know. And like the thing about it that really bothered me was there was so much added CGI blood. Like you could tell that there was like a contradicting thing going on, because I think they started with the movie thinking it was going to be PG-13, and I feel like they, after the fact, shot certain kind of cut-ins and things to add to it to make it more R-rated, and like accentuated the gore with a lot of digital stuff. Because like, I don't know, like I something about that digital blood, it takes it away from me, and like away from the film. And I didn't think the whole film too was that funny. Like compared to like a lot of things too, like I wasn't laughing at it very much at all. Like it was all right. That's all I can really say, was it was just okay. But the other movie that I saw was that I really liked, and I know that kind of has mixed reviews and didn't do too at the box office, is, you know, Darren Aronofsky's new film Caught Stealing, which stars Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz, which I won't lie, that movie to me, that was really fun. Like that's the kind of stuff I like. I like those kind of movies with like those kind of bad characters coming after somebody, and weird quirky characters. Like the bad guys in the movie, they were coming after Austin Butler, were great. They were really weird, doing strange stuff, headbutting the kid. I don't know, like that's the kind of stuff that I like weird stuff, crazy characters, and more fun. And like there wasn't enough fun in the Toxic Avenger one. It just, I don't know how to explain it. It just like, it wasn't that fun to me. But I did really like Caught Stealing, though. Really, really surprised with that one. But anyway, though, guys, now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first ones I got here are both from Lionsgate Limited. And the first one, this is one of those movies that when I think about like a sequence, and I know I've talked about this in the past a couple times, but like something that to me is truly scary. This movie has one of those things, like sequences in it, that I think is probably one of the scariest like shots in film history. And in general, this movie to me just creeps me out so much, because I always have a weird fear of like someone kind of walking behind you or following you or weird stuff like that. I don't like that. That's like one of my least favorite things in the entire world, is if like I'm walking, I have to walk to the car, and like if I park far away and someone has to walk behind me the whole way, or if you're at the movie theaters and there's like an empty theater and someone sits directly behind you, you feel like it's like Sweeney Todd. I don't, you know, certain things like creep me out. But this is the movie here, It Follows, which I've heard that they're, I think they're actually making a sequel to this now. I know it was something that they originally, like right after the movie, you know, first came out, there was talk about it there being a sequel, but then kind of nothing came of it. But this is released here from Lionsgate Limited, and this is the brand new Steelbook release. It's the 4K Ultra HD edition here as well. You guys can get this exclusively from the Lionsgate Limited website. I really love this line that they're doing, because it's basically, you know, kind of their boutique line where you guys can get it directly from them, from their website. Coming up, though, they have the Pete Davidson movie, The Home, which I loved. Like, that movie was so good and so, like, had such a weird twist to it, which I love so much. So I'm really excited for that one coming up. Now, on here, if you guys have not seen this movie, though, it's kind of about this sort of something going on where there's someone kind of following you, and I don't want to ruin too much about it, but it deals with the people sleeping with each other, and if you do, this certain thing kind of follows you, and it's essentially the one main girl in the film getting kind of followed by this thing and trying to figure out exactly how to make it stop and stop making these people following. It's so creepy, but the scene that creeps me out is the scene coming through the door, when the really tall guy comes to the door in this movie. Just creeps me out so much. I love the music in this film, but this has on here, though, this is the 4K Ultra HD, so just keep in mind, though, it only has the 4K, so if you guys don't have a 4K player, definitely don't get this version. It's because it only has the 4K disc. It does have the digital code, though. Now, on here, though, there's a ton of different features. So it has, I think some of them are exclusive to the release, but it has like critics commentary track on here, conversation with the composer, disaster piece on here, commentary with the author, Joshua Grimm, a commentary with film critic on here. It has on here new interview in here with the composer. It has interview on here with the production designer, a video essay. So a lot of different features on here on this release, but a great movie if you guys have not seen it. The other one here from Lionsgate Limited, and this is one of those movies that I remember too so well. This originally came out, the movie released in 2003, and this is kind of the first one of these kind of like really shocking kind of movies I remember seeing when this first came out. And then I think, I can't remember if Wolf Creek was around the same time or came out a little bit after this, but I remember this one too. This kind of started the whole boom of a lot of different kind of like French and other foreign kind of horror films coming to America and getting more attention. There was like Martyrs soon after. a couple other ones, but this one here is High Tension. This is from the Lionsgate Limited collection as well, and this is really cool lenticular slipcover on here on the Steelbook release. Now, this one has on here the Blu-ray and the 4K, but this is an intense movie. Basically, these girls come out in the middle of nowhere and kind of what ends up happening to them about these killer. It's a crazy, intense, kind of like that, like a Wolf Creek kind of feel, but it's like really intense. A revenge film. Really like this one a lot. Like I said, I'm so glad this is now out, because I think was one of the movies too that was kind of out of print, I believe, and kind of harder to get. But this has a ton of different features. It has a the disc 1 is the 4K, disc 2 is the Blu-ray, and there's a bunch of different features that are exclusive to the 4K. But it has a commentary track on here with the director, scene-specific commentary track, exclusive to the 4K. Has on here a commentary with film lecturer Lindsay Hellman on here, interview with the director of the film, brand new, I think it's a new interview, I believe. High Tension, the making of featurette on here. Lots of different interviews on here with some of the actors as well, but a great film. I'll show you guys, though, a look inside, too. It's a I think I showed you guys, but a 2-disc, and then both the discs are in here as well. But great film if you guys have not seen this one as well. Really loving these Lionsgate limited releases. The next one here, this one here is from Neon. And this is one that I saw in theaters as well. And this was something so funny to me, too, is when I think of Mike Flanagan, because I remember up until a couple years back, I always used to see, interviews of Mike Flanagan and go, I feel like I knew this guy and had spoken to him and everything. And then I found out he made a post on Twitter years ago about how he used to work at Suncoast Motion Pictures. And he worked at the mall that I went to all the time. So I'm like, okay, Suncoast. So I used to see Mike Flanagan when I was young, back in the day, and he worked at Suncoast. So I always hope to get to see him at a convention or somewhere and just talk to him about that, because there was lots of Suncoast stories I remember, like employees that came and went and certain things. I'm like, yeah, I bet Mike Flanagan remember some of those. Those kind of things I remember. But this is a great movie. I really like his stuff. And this is a really different kind of film. It's called The Life of Chuck. And it's kind of one of those movies, it's kind of almost like a Tree of Life kind of movie, where it's like one of those movies where you're really thinking about what's kind of going on in it. And it's like, kind of has that like Pleasantville kind of feel to it a little bit. This is based on a short story by Stephen King that Mike Flanagan developed into a feature. And it's basically kind of the life of this character of Chuck and kind of the things that he goes through, and there's some interesting kind of things that you kind of discover about it. But it's a really interesting movie. It has that, like I said, that Tree of Life kind of feel. Has on here, though, the making of life of Chuck on here. Has on-set interviews with Tom Hiddleston, some of the other actors, Mark Hamill, commentary track on here, teaser trailers, but really cool movie here. The next one here, this one was from Paramount, and I think this is the first time this is available on 4K, and this is also the 40th anniversary here of the film Better Off Dead, which stars John Cusack. It's a great film, like the classic movie with him, with the boom box and all that stuff as well. But this is the 40th anniversary. A lot of movies now are on the 40th anniversary. Back to the Future, the first one is. So this is kind of a big year of like 40th anniversaries for a lot of different films. And everything's also a year for me as well. But on here, though, does it have anything feature-wise? I don't think there's anything different from what I can tell on the release here. But this, like I said, this is the brand new 40th anniversary here. It has the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital code here for the film. The other one here that is from Paramount as well, and this is the 2-disc set. This is the Sunset Boulevard here. And this has 2 hours of special features that are included in here. So it has the 4K Ultra HD on disc 1, and then disc 2 has the Blu-ray and special features. It has Sunset Boulevard at the beginning, Sunset Boulevard to look back, becoming a classic featurette, the city of Sunset Boulevard. It has a deleted scene on here, some galleries, and a bunch of other features as well. On here, like I said, it's the Blu-ray and the 4K in here. The other one that Paramount sent over to let you guys know that was available as well, and this is also from Nickelodeon, and this has 2 hours of episodes that are included on here. I think, 2 hours and 12 minutes. And it has the show Paw Patrol, and this has Fire Rescue on here. And like I said, it has 2 hours worth of episodes on here for this one, if you guys were a fan of the show. The next one here, this is one I was really looking forward to seeing. This is from The Asylum. And And this is kind of the takeoff on the monkey. And this is one here called the Jolly Monkey. Now, the monkey, if you guys saw the monkey, you know, the movie, that one was about like this kind of music box. It was a small monkey, and like it kind of had a curse to it, and weird things would happen to people that kind of encountered it. Now, in this one, this is kind of like this whole hotel. It was almost like the Clown Motel, where they had like a bunch of monkeys and stuff everywhere. But this one, it's kind of like this giant killer monkey. And this person in this giant killer monkey suit going and killing the people. There are actually a couple good kills in here. There's especially the one in the car and stuff, but crazy, like the monkeys like taking people's faces off. It's really ridiculous, but pretty fun movie here. I like this one. This one called The Jolly Monkey. The other one here, this is one I actually got to see in theaters as well, and this is from WME Entertainment. And I don't know the other company. I think it's Magenta Light, I believe. And it's Rebel Wilson's new film here, which has Rebel Wilson, Anna Camp, Anna Chomsky's in the movie as well, which was cool to see her. I, always think of her from My Girl back in the day. And this is the movie here called Bride Hard, which I thought was pretty fun. It's kind of like the... it's kind of the second movie that Rebel Wilson's been in, like kind of a wedding. She was in Bridesmaids, and people kind of forget that because she was the one friend in that movie. And basically, though, this is about her character getting married, and it's basically they come to find out though that she's like this kind of agent, undercover kind of thing, like a secret agent, and basically it kind of like the people kind of come to her wedding, and it becomes the whole thing, and then her friends have to kind of come to find out what she does, and they have to try and help her and everything. I don't know. I thought this is a really fun movie here. Like I said, this one here is called Bride Hard. And the next one I got here is from Decal Entertainment. It's a movie here called The Ritual, which has Al Pacino and Dan Stevens in it. And this is kind of like an exorcist possession film. And basically, though, it kind of it ends up being this woman who ends up being possessed, and Dan Stevens like the priest, and kind of it's one of those things where he realizes that it's a real situation that's going on, and he doesn't know what to do, so he ends up calling in Al Pacino, who's an older priest and kind of been more involved in different types of exorcism type things over the years and stuff like that. And basically, it has that like exorcist sort of feel to it. And it has on here, though, the making of The Ritual, Keeping the Faith featurette, a feature on the script, based on a true story. And it also has BuzzFeed interviews as well. Yeah, BuzzFeed was one of the like producers on the film here. The other one here, this one was from Decal as well. And this is a fun movie here called Watch the Skies. This is basically about kind of like, it's sort of like a Sweden UFO group in Sweden that's all about like, fans of UFOs and, searching for UFOs and like pictures and trying to find them and, things like that. And basically, though, it's kind of like, them kind of dealing with something when they think that they encountered someone who was abducted, and they kind of want to find out more about, what had happened. It's one of those kind of things too, with like diving into this information can, end up becoming not a good thing. So it's sort of like kind of what ends up happening, but a pretty fun, UFO kind of alien hunter kind of film. This one has on here the dubbed version. It also has the version in Swedish as well. Has the trailer, filmmaker testimony on here, sizzle reel as well on this one. The next one here, this one was really fun. This is another one of those things where when I was watching it, I was like, I think I met the actor in here, the main star. And I looked it up. He was from Baltimore. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can't figure out where I did, but I definitely did at some point when I lived, because I lived in Baltimore up until 2010. And I also saw the star of this was also in Chris LaMartina's movie, Call Girl of Cthulhu. So I'm like, yes, if he knew Chris, because I was in Chris's movies, President's Day and, Witch's Brew back in the day. It's a movie here which had, I know his name is Stavros Halkis, I think is how you say his name. It's a movie here called Let's Start a Cult. And he's going to be in Jurgis's new film, Begonia, which I cannot wait. That trailer looks incredible. Like, I love Jurgis's stuff, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. This is really fun, though. It's basically about his character, and he's part of this cult. And he gets kind of sent out to do something. He has to mail something off, and he screws it up. And basically, he comes back, everybody's dead. There was basically one of those cults, and they all took their lives. And he's kind of upset, so he kind of doesn't know what he's going to do. And he wants to kind of start his own cult. So he wants to kind of go and find new people and put together this new group. And he comes to find out the head of the cult didn't actually die. So it's kind of him linking back up with him trying to put together a new group. It's really ridiculous, but really fun movie. Has on here exit statement short short film and has outtakes, deleted scenes, and a trailer on this one. The other one here that was from Dark Sky Films is the new, Steelbook release here for the Ty West film, House of the Devil. This is one, if you guys have never seen House of the Devil, great movie about this woman who's basically sent to this house to babysit and comes to find out that it's kind of a setup and it's her trapped in this house with this strange kind of couple. It's a crazy, crazy movie. But if you guys have never seen House of the Devil, it is really, really worth checking out. The next ones here, these ones are all from moviezing.com. I'll have a link below where you guys can order these ones for the best price. And the first one, I'm really glad now, this is now available on, Blu-ray. This is from Fuzz on the Lens Productions. I actually got a couple months back the VHS of the movie that they have. I don't think it's available now. I think it may have sold out, but this is the movie here, Stream, which I thought was a really fun movie. Basically, though, it's kind of like a group of like people kind of all in this hotel and kind of get trapped in there while there's this sort of weird kind of like broadcast kind of game going on with these killers wearing masks and the kind of people online like betting on who they're going to kill and how long it's going to take them to do it and things like that. But it's really fun. There's a lot of cameos in here. A lot of people pop up in the movie. Who else? Who is in here? Like Danielle Harris. There is, Tim Curry is in the movie. The late Tony Todd. There's so many people in the movie. Felissa Rose. On here, though, feature-wise, it has like a, what was it? It had like it has a blooper reel and then a streamer's fan reel of like the fans of the film and everything. But if you guys have not seen this one, really fun movie, and I'm really glad that it now has a physical release on Blu-ray. The next one here, this is from Movie Zing as well, and this is also from Lemark Studios. And this is a fun movie called Werewolf Castle. And this is basically, though, kind of like in the medieval times, there was like kind of a whole group of all these kind of werewolves that come out at night, and basically it's kind of like the real threat is the werewolves, and they're all trying to figure out how to fight these werewolves and what they're going to do. And it's not like a couple of them, it's like there's a lot of werewolves, and they're actually pretty good suits and stuff that they used for this one here, for the effects and everything. And like I said, this one here is called Werewolf Castle. The next one here, this is from Movie Zing as well, and this is also from Dark Side Releasing. And this is fun. This has the actor who was from Human Centipede, Lawrence Harvey, Human Centipede 2. And it's a movie here called Secrets of a Wallaby Boy. And I don't know if a wallaby is a real like delivery service that they have in Australia. I think it's in Australia or the UK. I think it was the UK. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know if it's a real like delivery service or not. But it's, like I said, it's Secrets of a Wallaby Boy, and this is a fun movie. It's kind of like this guy who's like doing like, it's like almost like a Grubhub or like a delivery food service type thing, but like he ends up like doing almost like a Deuce Bigelow thing to make extra money when he's doing this. So it's a really fun movie. So it has on here Secrets of a Wallaby trailer and a Trinity trailer reel for other releases as well. The next one here, this one was from Movie Zing as well, and this is also from is it from Film Masters? And this one, I'll just in case anyone says anything, this is a movie called Class of 1974 here. This is a limited edition release here. It includes the film commentary track by film historian Heath Holland, host of Zero at Midnight, and also has liner notes on here as well for this release. The next ones here, these ones are all from Kino Lorber from their Kino Studio Classics line. And I believe I should be getting the first film in the series, and I forgot to ask for the last film. They have the final film as well, but there's 4 movies in the Airport series, and I actually remember as a kid like really liking these, because I remember they had like a 2-pack or something that I saw, and I remember actually watching these on VHS as a kid too, because I always liked stuff like The Love Boat and Fantasy Island and those type of things, especially Fantasy Island. So any of those kind of like feel or cameo-centric things I always really like. If you guys look at my movies too, I like to put a lot of different cameos. It's just like something fun to do. And these movies were like full of cameos. And it's the Airport films. And this is Airport 75, Airport 77. And like I said, there's Airport 7. I think Airport was the first one. And then there's one more after Airport 77. But on these ones, so for 75, it has a commentary track by film historian Steve Mitchell and Nathaniel Thompson. And then it has a theatrical trailer. And then on 77, it has a commentary by film historians and a theatrical trailer. The other ones here from Kino Lorber, this is a Woody Allen one that you don't hear about as much. This came out in 2006, and I thought this was pretty good. That had Scarlett Johansson in the movie. Woody Allen starred in it. It was basically Scarlett Johansson is this kind of investigator and trying to get the scoop on things. It's a movie here called Scoop. But like I said, I like this one. This one you don't hear about too often. This one has the theatrical trailer on this one. And the last one from Kino Lorber is one that is the follow-up to Chinatown that Jack Nicholson directed. This is Two Jacks, and this has the 4K and the Blu-ray of the film. It has on here a commentary track by mystery writer and filmmaker Max Allan Collins and film historian and host of Sarah at Midnight, Heath Holland. It has on here interview with Jack Nicholson on here, interview with David Keith, and then a theatrical trailer on this one. The next one here, this one was from Second Sight Films. This is actually another film here from Ty West, and this is the movie The Innkeepers, which I thought was a really, really creepy movie about this girl working at this small kind of like boutique hotel, and basically she starts to feel like there's something kind of weird about this hotel and that there's something going on, so she wants to kind of do like some investigations of things, and it's kind of her like getting the ghost equipment and things like this. I really like this movie. This stars Sarah Paxton, who I've been seeing pop up in more stuff again, because I've always been a fan of her, Sarah Paxton. Same with Pat Healy, who's a great actor in this one. Has on here, though, new Second Sight restoration on here, approved by the director, commentary track on here, commentary by Ty West and Sarah Paxton on here, and some behind the scenes and a trailer on this one here as well. Here, this one was from 88 Films, and this is one to let you guys know that was available, and this is one here called The Cat here. And this one is a limited edition here, and it has a slipcase featuring artwork by Strong Lemore, and has a 40-page bound book in here. It also has on here newly translated English subtitles, audio commentary track on here, image gallery. Let me show you guys, though, a look inside here. It's in a cool, like, slipcover, hardbound case. And then it has the Blu-ray, and then it has the booklet in here as well. So really, really cool release here for the film The Cat. And the last one's here. Now, these ones I'm going to have to, like, hold my hands over, like, 2 spots on some of these ones. And this one here called, these are all from Mondo Macabro. This is from the Greek Collection, Volume 5. It's one called Sexomania. And I can't show, like, anything on it for this one. It has that movie, and it has Lady Desire. And it has, let's see, tributes on here, still galleries and posters. The other one here is one called The Punishment here. And this one has a brand new 4K restoration on here, exclusive interview with the composer, and an actor, Brookie Binkley, interviewing him with the camera operator, audio commentary by Sam Daheen as well. And the last one is one called Verena, Vengeance of the Vampire. And then this one has the brand new 4K transfer from the film negative, digitally restored, introduction to the film by Tim Paxton, and original trailer, newly translated subtitles on that one here as well. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. Like I always say, if you guys enjoyed these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and subscribing. I'll see you guys later. Bye.